Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Steel City Knives, and have I got a special knife for you today. So this is a Michael May knife. Let's have a look how it'll come. It'll come to you in a very understated, simple box like this with a stamp on it saying M. May Handcrafted Knives, Sheffield. And then inside that box you'll obviously get the knife, and then you get, let's have a look at the man himself. There he is. And then you get this. If you want to pause and read, by all means. So let's have a look at the knife. Let's talk about the knife first, just a standalone knife without talking about him or anything else, or that it's from Sheffield. Let's just have a look at the knife. So this is hand built. It's 012 tool steel, got brass bolsters, brass pins, brass liners. I got the hand filing on the back spring and it goes all the way around. The blade steel's 01 tool steel. As you can see, it's patinaing. It's got a bit of patina on it. Open. Listen to the walk and talk. Have a look at the blade centering. We'll just go through the knife again, just looking out. Transitions, hafting. Just a perfect knife. I cannot find fault in it anywhere. We'll look at where it butts up. Beautiful. I'll give you some specifications on it. So it's a 6.7 centimetre blade, which is a 2.63 inch. The overall length is 16 centimetres, 6.29 inches. So let's talk a bit about Michael May. So Michael May trained with Taylor's Eyewitness, which we all know Taylor's Eyewitness, and they're a very, very reputable company and do some phenomenal knives. So that's where he trained. So he's already got some pedigree there, and then he started up on his own. I think he's taken on an apprentice now. He's based in Portland Works. So Portland Works is in Sheffield. It's referred to as the birthplace of stainless steel cutlery. It was a purpose-built building for Metal Trades Factory, and it was built in 1879. So it's 144 years old. So it fell into a bit of disrepair, and then it was bought in 2013 by a social enterprise consisting of 500 community shareholders, and it's a grade 2 listed building. And just the building alone, and some of the places in the building, they make guitars. There is a lot of metal work going on in there, but a lot of handcrafted things in the building itself, and he's got his workshop in there. So it's just the whole story and just the whole setup is phenomenal. So they was going to make it into like sort of flats before these guys, the shareholders, bought it, and they've kept it as it should be, and the right people in that building, if you ask me. So, but let's just have a little look at it again. It's a beautiful knife. It's got Picote wood covers. Picote wood is sort of found in Mexico and into America. They've used Picote wood. Picote wood is used because the grains it can be straight, swelled, and some have a bird's eye like that. But just a beautiful material to use. But if you want to get a knife from him, he has a shop where he's got a site. I'll put the link in the description. But I think he has some pre-made that you can buy. So he does folders, pocket knives. He does kitchen knives. He does unusual like oyster blades as well and things like that. Oyster knives. But how it works is you select there's drop down boxes, and you can select your handle material, your blade, and your pattern. So, and I think there's certain configurations you'll get a conflict and it won't work, but mostly it's almost like a custom. You decide what you want. So some of the things that it does have, the patterns that it has is an ergonomic, a Barlow double bolstered, a normal Barlow, a Barlow Clayton, an Ettrick. Some of the materials he uses are Yorkshire oak, cherry, ebony, Bacote that I've got there, elm, spalted beech, ironwood, black palm, stag, padauk. Some of his blades are lambfoot, clip point, Warncliffe, pruner. So there's a good variety there. My personal opinion, I've never had a bad knife from him, fit and finish wise. He uses 01 tool steel. I think he has had other steels in the past that he used, and he does have the option of doing a Damascus. I'm not a big fan of Damascus, but just look at it. Just absolutely stunning. Really done a good job with this. So, and a beautiful knife. I've never had more comments about a knife than this one. So whenever I get this out, someone is always compliments me or wants to have a look at it, or it's just a beautiful knife. And I love the fact he uses this brass. So we have seen brass on things like Otter knives, and Boker use them in their expedition range. Otter use them in like their B Masters knife. But I think it's a beautiful knife, and one of my favourites that will never leave the collection. But just stunning. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and go check out Michael May.